Well, good morning. It's hump day. It's a Wednesday. Yes, it's the Real Monica Adams show. And as you can see, I'm live for you in the basement. It is rocking and rolling outside, though. If you're getting ready to leave, if you have to head off to work, understand something. There's some pretty serious crashes. So just to pass this along to you, I'm hearing of a couple of rollovers. There's one down around Highway Z and 55, just giving you a little news you can use. So if you're heading in that Peevely area, heads up there. And I also heard of a problem earlier around Telegraph, maybe right near that 255 area. So be careful. I'm hearing the thunderstorms, the lightning. If you've got kids, if you've got dogs, you've got animals, they're probably letting you know, hey, mom, I'm scared. I'm in the closet or I'm crawling in bed with you. So just understand that it's pretty serious out there. In fact, I think I'm going to have to backwash the pool because it looks like the pool is like right ready to overflow outside its boundaries. So be careful out there this morning. Good morning to you. I hope you're starting off with a great day. I just posted a couple minutes ago that it's going to be a workout Wednesday and a wisdom Wednesday. So here's what I'm going to have you do. If you have some resistance bands, if you have some dumbbells or barbells, anything you want to use for resistance, what I'm going to do today is help you with the physical part of the triangle. So I'm here, a little bonus. Normally I'm at Mark Anthony's, but because of the weather and because of people not feeling good, it is the way divine intervention works. I get a chance to provide this wisdom to you. So it's wisdom and workout Wednesday. It's a good day to have a great day, Richard says. Good morning and be safe, everyone. Happy hump day. Carrie off today. Aaron's in St. Charles working out outside. Good morning to Sean and Alberto. As you are signing on this morning, tell me if you're going to be able to work out with me. Otherwise, what you could do is use this for a resource later on. You could actually do this full-blown workout if you want to another day, or just take pieces of it. Understand you never have to do a full-blown 30, 45, 60-minute workout. You can take those in chunks. One of the things that I really love about new programs that are out there is that we can carve out an entire 60-minute program and then break it in for you to 10, 20, 30, 40, and 60-minute segments. That way, if you're able to stay the whole time, let's do it together. If you're not, then do what you can and then come back and finish it out. So I'm going to break it up into segments that will really help you from a foundational, core, structural alignment as well. Understanding modifications are there for you. Ask me for a modification if you have an injury, if you are just coming back from a surgery and you say, I just want to start moving again. Movement is really what matters this morning. Good morning, Leona. Yep, my Cora is in her bed in the closet. Yeah. So was Tessa. We're trying to get her out of there. Good morning, Monica. Wish I could. Off to my Wednesday weekly meeting. No problem. Come back and do the workout. I know that's one of the things you wanted to get more and more into doing. So make sure that you do it. It's here for you. Literally, I don't know what else I can do, but give you the tools for all of you to use the tools. Carrie, I need help working out as an older person. I do silver sneakers. Carrie, you're not old. It's only in your mind. My mom's 85 and she'll never say that she's old. My mom lifts weights with me and is in the shape that she's in because she decided to own her life. And I want each and every one of you to do just that. So we're kicking off. We are ready, energetic. I haven't had anything, but here's what I've done. I have water right next to me. I want you to have some hydration as well. If you have one of these Apple Watches or any kind of fitness watches, go ahead and put it on structural training. We are going to do a workout together. I'm actually going to go heavier today. I want you to use the weights that make the most sense to you. So tell me as you're signing on if you're just going to watch, which is fine. Some people are saying, okay, I can't do that just yet. I'm going to head off to work. Your mama is a cutie patootie. Yes, she is. I'm going to do the workout and then I'm going to tell you modifications you can do, as well as how to level up, because there's some people are like, oh, I got that. I'd like to go higher. Fine. Grab the weight that makes the most sense for you so that you're really pushing. If you can continue to go with your weight beyond 10, 12, 15, 20 reps, 25 reps, then go ahead and try to level up a little bit, because I don't want you to go ad nauseum to 30 and 40 and 50. I want you to feel the, wow, this is pretty hard. Yeah, so that's what I want you to understand. It is 7:05 and I am locked into our hard line. So I'm hoping we don't have any issues with losing any kind of a signal because of the weather. But let me know if you have any issues. I know there's some people who have some flooding problems out there this morning. I hope that's not the case with any of you. Ma's going to work out. I love it. Michelle, are you going to work out with me as well? You can moderate and work out together. I'm going to keep an eye on my phone because I want to make sure Michelle will let me know if by chance we get kicked off. I usually know, but I don't. I'm hoping that's not the case. So we're live this morning on my business and my personal Facebook page. So hello to all of you. That's about 20,000 plus. Hello to all of you that watch on YouTube. And again, as I said, you can use this as a resource. You can do a little bit of the workout. We're going to start that in just a couple of minutes. And then if you have to rush off, go ahead. But what a great way, instead of doing the workout on your own, let's do it together and know that you have a community that is working out together. So the other thing is, if you have any questions for me, it is Wisdom Wednesday. So if there's anything you'd like to ask me with regards to health and fitness, with regards to broadcasting, with regards to life coaching, with regards to styling, motivational speaking, MC work, auctioneer work, my family, the dogs, Jim, my mom, I'm here to answer questions for you live today. So Wisdom Wednesday and Workout Wednesday. Kathy says I'm in. Janice refuses the word senior. If she can keep in her 70s, I can. Absolutely. Why would you say you're old in your late 50s, Carrie? My goodness. That's not the case at all. And why did I just get blurry? That's crazy. Hang on. Let me get a little white balance here. Boom. Did that fix it? Oh, crazy. All right, we're going to take a break. When we return, we are going to do a workout. We're going to start off with a little warm up because that's what's important. That's coming up after the break. Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment or online envitahealthandwellness.com. All right, welcome back. It is time for a little Workout Wednesday. If you're just tuned in, it is the Real Monica Adams Show. And again, our friends Envita Health and Wellness coming on as our title sponsor a couple of months ago. And I'm so appreciative of them, but not only them, also our wonderful friends at Aldon Indoor Air Quality Specialist. I know people have been having trouble with their heating and their air conditioning units. My mom just had a water heater replaced at her house a couple of days ago, yesterday actually. If you're having any problems, look them up. It's AL-Don, as well as Carroll House Furniture. Incredible furniture. Anytime you need furniture in your house or in your office, please don't think of anybody else because they're the ones that are supporting this show. So please, let's give back and support them. Of course, Florida Direct Palm Trees, beautiful palm trees, birds of paradise for your home, for your office. And then our newest, Kathy Kilo Peterson, State Farm agent out in St. Charles County. If you're looking for an insurance agent and you want someone who's truly going to take care of you and your family, please look her up. It's kkilo.com. All right. I mentioned we were going to do a warm up. That's imperative. I will also be looking at the comments. So if you have any questions about anything that I'm doing, please let me know. And let's start. Okay. Ready? And march. Okay. We're going to march for 60 seconds. I'm going to do a 5-minute warm up with you while I'm warming up. Any questions you have. I also, just like I do with my class, I want to know if there's any major problems that you're working through. If there's any modifications, I can talk you through that while we're training together. So look, here's the beautiful thing about being able to do this with you is that you have me live and that we can talk together and I can answer you immediately. When you go on and you buy one of those programs that's online and you try to do it with them and you think you're doing it right and there's nobody to talk you through it. There's nobody to say, answer your questions back. The other part, I'm not a big fan of programs because I feel a lot of people get lost and they think they know what they're doing and then they get hurt. I think they can go run a marathon of training without waking up. Around. I'm going to move some of this around for you. So we're jogging. If you can't, then you just keep stepping in place because you're going to do what you can do. And the other thing is, if you have to, you can hold on to something so that you have, somebody just said we lost you. Due to the exceptional low bandwidth available to you, there's a strong possibility of a significant decrease. Can you all see me again? Let's see. That's what I was afraid of. The storms. Wisdom Wednesday, how to log food. I get anxious weighing and recording. I'm trying not to focus on food, but a food log really messed with my brain. Yeah, I want you to be so specific in every little morsel. That's what gets wrong. Oh, yeah, looks like we may have lost. Your camera probably has a low FPS. Anybody, you see me right now? Let me know. I'm afraid that the storms are going to cancel out our show today, but let me know. Can you see me? Can you see me? Let me know if you can hear me or see me right now, and we'll start back up. I was moving. Oh, I hear you, babies. Oh, you're back. Okay, good. Perfect. You keep freezing. We can hear you, no problem, but video is bad. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. How's the video? And how's the audio? If we're back, great. See you, but freeze off and on. Am I freezing now, though? It is 7:12, and if we need to, we'll just do something short today. Good morning. Yes, I can see you. Okay, but can you see me okay? I'm told it's freezing. Yeah, storm's working against us today. My clients, I'm glad they didn't have to drive in the storm. Let's just do some movement here, and we'll go ahead and get into it. I have a feeling that we're not going to be able to do a big workout. Still freezing, huh? Darn it. Well, hearing me is not going to work because we need you to see me. And I am hooked into the hard line. There's no Wi-Fi today. She says coming through. You're good now. It freezes off and on, but I can hear you. You're lagging in the video. Audio is good. Good morning. Yes, I can see you. All right, everybody. So if you can, I know some of you were going to do the workout together. Let's do some light shoulder rolls. I'm going to do some upper body with you, and then I'm going to do some lower body. I'm being told coming through, but possibly having an issue with video. Yeah, I'm looking on my Facebook page right now, and it looks that way. That's unfortunate. Anyway, okay, so let's just do a little movement. I'm going to do some jumping jacks. If you're able to do that. If not, here's how I modify. You could step and stretch. You could step and stretch, which feels really good, especially if you just got up. Step and stretch, and step and stretch. Hold your hands behind you, clasp those hands, pull those shoulders back, and bring the chest up high. This is actually how you should be walking in life anyway. Confidence, showing that confidence. Opening all this up in your cervical area. Make sure that you don't have any tightness in the neck. If you do, there's a really great stretch to do where you grab your wrist behind you and then turn in the opposite direction, and it'll stretch out in your neck, your scalenes, your sternocleidomastoid muscle, all of this that tightens up on you in your traps. Let's go on to the other side and stretch. Dang it, I had so much I wanted to do with you today, and I think I'm going to do a shorter version for sure because I can see that the video is not the best, and I definitely can't do this by just talking. I don't want to just talk. Audio good. Please finish answering my question about food log. Sorry, Carrie, I will. I don't want you to have to be so hard on yourself, so much pressure on yourself with regards to the food log. Do I like people to be aware and have accountability? I sure do. However, I don't want you to categorize so many things and think, oh, this is bad and this is good, and I can't even have a morsel of this. There's way too much pressure you put on yourself with regards to that. You have to get into the psyche of why the weight came on. And that's the triangle of life, right? You got to dip into the mental and the spiritual and the physicality of it all. And the more you do that, the more you're not so high pressure on, oh my gosh, did I have a morsel of pizza? Did I have a little piece of that cake? Oh my gosh, I'm going to beat myself up. You're so stupid. You're so bad. And that's what people do. They look in the mirror and they rip themselves apart because they ate a little bit of that, a little bit of this. They said this about themselves. And then they put so much pressure and they think, oh, I'm dumb. And then you say that. You literally look in the mirror and you say those words and you start believing it. You hear it, you believe it. Somebody else says it to you. You give them power over it. You are giving power over food, and I would love for you to break that. So that's the wisdom to give to you to carry a little bit for you to carry on. Looks like I might be frozen again. So I want to do some movement with you. Let me back off the camera and see if it helps at all. Grab your weights. Let's see if we can even do anything together. Yeah, maybe. Tell me if you see this. So let's grab these weights. We're going to do just a little bit of a warm-up. beginning, I should say, with our shoulders. I've got heavier weights here, so I'm going to do lower reps. I want you to go from here, not resting down on the shoulders because this is already a rest break. So here we go. We're starting. We go up and 2. I'm just going to do 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to stay with my shoulders. I'm going to give them a break. I'm going to do some shoulder rolls. I like for workout and then stretching. Workout and stretching. Yeah, I'm seeing this video. It's very unfortunate. We had so much planned for you today. But as life has it, the storms are working against us, which is too bad. Let's continue. If you can hear me, we're going to go inside. We're going to do the shoulders again, but in an inside because it's important to work all the heads of the muscles. So let's go inside and keep those elbows up inside. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo, that's heavy. Okay, so we did a regular press and then we did an inside press. Now I'm going to do an upright row. So we're going to get into the big, strong part of the front of the head of your shoulder. We're also going to get into your trap. We're going to use our core. So you're going to put the dumbbells together, put the heads of them together. I'm going to step off here a little bit. I'm going to put 1 foot forward. Okay, watch. 1 foot forward. Whatever one you want to lead with, I don't care. 1 foot forward, and then we're going to upright row. 8 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Are you at all, even a little, out of breath? Dang it, this video, I'm looking down at my phone, I can see. But I won't let it get to me because it's very easy to get frustrated. And that's what happens in life. You just go, ugh. Why? But it is what it is. Let's just keep barreling through. Just like emotional storms in our life, you just have to press through. You keep going and not lose focus. What would Monica say? I just said it. I said you got to keep going. So if you're tuning in right now, we're doing a little workout, but because of the storms, the video is not the best, and that really stinks, unfortunately. So I'm not going to do probably a full hour today. It doesn't make any sense to. I'm not a fan of the video quality having an issue, and there's no way for me to take all this equipment back upstairs. That would just be silly. So I'm going to talk you through some things. We just did our shoulders. I'm going to bring this down a bit. We're going to do our biceps. Any questions that you have besides Carrie? Anybody else? Good morning. My internet is spotty today. Yeah, everybody's, it looks like. Coming through. Good morning. All right. So 7:19. Any questions about anything with regards to your workout routine? Let's do some biceps, but again, the importance of working all the heads. So let's do this. Okay, ready? And engage your core. Again, these are heavy weights today. I'm doing heavy. You do you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I'm going to stretch. And then I'm going to do, just like I did with my shoulders, I'm going to do inside hammer curls. I'm going to turn sideways for you. We're going to go 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can see that's starting to get a little heavy. What I don't want to happen is that you start swinging too much. So I was getting a little heavy. You can see a little what we used to call English happening. What are some good workouts with kettlebells besides swings? How much cardio per week? How much strength training for a beginner, please? Phew, doing these while walking my treadmill, but love it. That's awesome. Okay, if you're just tuning in, it's a Workout Wednesday, a Wisdom Wednesday. We're having some issues with the video because of all the storms that are going on, possibly also because I'm in my basement, which is why I wasn't a huge fan of doing Zoom workouts because I think this happened from time to time. So strength training, cardio training, great question. Depends on your goals, however. So for me, I like to do both, but here how I'm out of breath. That's what happens when you lift heavier. You're going to get the anaerobic and the aerobic aspects of your workout. You're going to get the dual benefits of both. So don't just always go through and lift 3 pounds, 5 pounds. You're not going to get this coming out of you. I want you to push. If you are going to use more of a medium weight, then I want you to do higher repetitions. Get those repetitions up into the 20, 25 repetition range and start to carve those muscles and lean out. So the more lean muscle tissue you have, the more you are burning at rest. So I did start my watch. We haven't done a whole heck of a lot of a workout already, and I'm closing in on 100 calories already. Why? I have a lot of lean muscle tissue. I've been working out since I was 15 years old, trying to get you to understand. Teach the kids when they're young and don't ever give up. Into your senior years, keep lifting. Why is it important to lift when you're a senior? For bone density, osteoporosis, osteopenia, all those things that work fall. Your bones are brittle unless you're working and working and working on them. Eating properly, working out. It's important from a child to a senior. It doesn't matter. It runs through all the ages. With regards to cardio, you can do them on the same day. You can do them on alternate days, but people always, they categorize cardio as hopping on, and I do have some pieces here, hopping on an elliptical trainer. I've got a Life recumbent bike. I have a rower here. Am I ever on those? Rarely. Why? Because I am constantly moving in my workouts. And so I'm putting the two aspects together, anaerobic and aerobic, which is what I really love. So I prefer to do them together, Carrie. But if you want to break them up, then maybe you do 2 or 3 days of cardio specific, just cardio based, and then maybe you lift 2 to 3 days. So you have to figure out, and you have to be honest with yourself. Are you going to work out 5, 6 days a week? Or are you only going to work out 3? Then you better do the cardio and the weights together if you're only working out 3. You have to set your schedule and you have to keep to it. Okay, I hope that answered. Yeah, even for a beginner, Carrie, you said how much for a beginner? It doesn't matter. When you're starting, it's just a matter of doing it properly. Hiring a trainer, or hopefully you know what you're doing with the workouts so that you're not injuring yourself and then being held back. What are some good workouts with kettlebells besides swings? Dana, let me get those kettlebells. Stand by. So, I'm going to grab the heavier one, which you are used to. And if some people don't know what she's talking about with regards to a swing. So this is a kettlebell. Also, a lot of people don't know what a kettlebell is. This is your kettlebell. This is 25. What's Dana talking about? Swings, pelvic thrusting, pop. I love it. One of my absolute favorites for core work, for glute work, for legs, strong foundation, right? You don't want to do this and be flipping it up with your arm and let the weight just flop around. You want to engage the core. You want to take it through and pop. Those are the swings she's talking about. But I grabbed a lighter weight on purpose. So how is this any different, Dana, than a dumbbell, correct? So what I just showed you, go ahead and take this, turn it, it becomes your dumbbell. Press for your shoulders, kickbacks for your triceps, bicep curls, upright rows. Grab it like this. Go into a side squat, raise up, get a little balance work, press it up. You can take it and do swings upward to work your core, your obliques. I mean, I could go on and on and on. The problem is people, and they did a great job marketing, by the way, of thinking, oh, you got to buy this separate from this. Well, it's really about the way they've built it. Makes it easier for some people that have wrist issues and forearm issues. As they're swinging it, they don't have to have that big, huge grip on it. They can just grab on here. So you don't throw it out and into a window or something, but use it just like you use anything else. Okay, so a lot of things you can do, Dana. My weights are light, easier while doing the treadmill. Absolutely. If you're walking on a treadmill, kudos to you. I'm glad you actually said that. Where are they? Here you go. I'm not a huge fan of people lifting while they're on the treadmill. Just for safety reasons, I want them to be careful. However, I love these for added resistance. So if you want to add a little resistance while you're on a treadmill, you want to do like you're doing some walking, and this will help you pump up a little more. You've got the weights on your wrists, or you can put them on your ankles for a little bit more resistance while you're doing your actual walking routine. Or you can be walking along and press. Put a couple of them on. This is just a pound, but you can add 2 to 3 pounds. It's easier on the joints, by the way, if you do it that way. So there's a little wisdom for you. I do 30 minutes on my IMAX trainer, then 20-minute dumbbells 5 days per week. Way to go, Kathy. Keep it up. How are you feeling, friend? Michelle, who's that to? You talking to me? I'm feeling great, but I think that's probably to somebody else. I don't know who you're talking to. Love using the kettlebell, says Linda. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, we're doing a little workout Wednesday, a little wisdom Wednesday through some issues that we've had with our video. I'm hoping it's caught up, and I'm hoping that we have some more clear video. If we do, I'll stay with you. We did some shoulder work. If you're just tuned in, we did some shoulder work. We did some bicep work. We did not get a chance to do this one. So, because I was answering questions, but I liked to do the forward head, the hammer, and then out to the side. Okay, so don't swing here. Use your core. See, I'm not moving my body at all, right? This is just in my arms, my core staying strong. I've already got 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's not easy. That's 20 pounds that I'm lifting there, okay? You do you, though. You do you. Here's the one thing I say this to my clients, and any of my clients, if they were on, they would know that if I'm reading Linda's comment right now, that I don't like the word only. Oh, never mind. This actually works, pertains to this. I only use 5 pounds with the treadmill. Okay, that's actually good. The word only, though, why do I not like that? Because some people will say, oh, Monica, you're lifting 20 pounds. I only am using 10 or 5. And I always say, don't say that. Say that you are doing 5, because guess what? We're going to get you to 10. We're going to get you to 15. We're going to get you to 20. So the word only is a word that I think works against people. Okay, that's one thing. So we want to try to start erasing that from the vocabulary. Instead, it's I did. Look what I did instead of I only did, right? Doing walking videos or walk in a neighborhood 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday. I love getting out in nature, you know that. And I love to throw in not just always a flat surface, but to do hills. I was replying to Richard, asking how he was feeling since his surgery. Gotcha. Didn't see anybody's name, so I was like, who are you talking to? I love that with lifting weights, that you can also get your cardio in at the same time. Correct, Dana. Isn't that a good idea? You can combine meditation with stretch and breathing. Eyes closed, dark room, ignore my pup, Vinny, nudging me constantly. Yeah, Adelaide likes to come down. For some reason, we swear that she knows when I'm getting ready to do a plank with everybody, because I say the word plank, and suddenly there she is to kiss everybody on the face. So we've done what? We've done shoulders and we've done biceps. I want to get into triceps, and I want to get into your core. So we'll do that when we return after the break.
It's the icing on the cake.
The final brush stroke.
The finishing touches make all the difference in your home, too.
Have fun and get started at carolhouse.com/room planner.
With thousands of accessories in our 3.5-acre showrooms.
Get your picture perfect room and the lowest prices in the country at Carol House.
Because you like nice things.
You know, of course, it's great to get outside and enjoy the warm weather, but when it's time to relax indoors, be sure your home stays cool with equipment and service from my friends at Aldon. 24-hour emergency service available. At Aldon, it's their commitment to continue providing above and beyond HVAC service for all of their customers. They truly care about the air you breathe. Call them today at 314-567-5585 or on the web, aldon.com. That's al-don.com, 314-567-5585. All right, a little snappy music for you on a Wednesday. Hump day, workout Wednesday, wisdom Wednesday. We're doing it all with you this morning. If you are just tuning in, we are doing a little workout with you, but I'm also answering your questions, and it can have to do with workouts. It can have to do with your mental side, or it could have to do with your spiritual, your soulful side. I don't care. Any questions you have for me about aspects of my life, I'm here for you. So, a lot of times people will put on Instagram and they'll actually put, what's your question or what's your answer to this? Or they'll do a poll with you. Well, right now you have me interacting live. Anything you've ever wanted to ask, don't hold back. Find your voice. Ask the questions. So let's see. Anybody? So meditation is the last thing that we wrapped up with. Yes, Kathy, I think that's very powerful because that's the spiritual, soulful side of it. That if you have a lot of angst and fear and anxiety and resentment and toxicity and drama in your life, you need to carve out some time for you to meditate. And maybe you need guided meditation. And there's a lot of apps for that, by the way. I used to do one with Deepak Chopra, who is incredible. He and Oprah Winfrey actually teamed up, 5-7 years ago, did a wonderful one. And I did it right before I went to sleep. Some people say, oh, but I'm going to fall asleep. Well, good. Maybe that's what you need. For me, it was calm my mind, find some clarity, have my gratitude in the evening, and then go right to sleep and have restful sleep, not restless. So that's why I wanted to do it. Hi, Kyle. How are you? So I promised to do some triceps, but for Dana, I'm actually going to use the kettlebell so that you can see how the kettlebell can be used. So let's go ahead and grab it like this. So straight on, we're going to use the kettlebell, and then I'm going to go like this over the top of my head and do a tricep press, single, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a little lighter, so I'm going to go a little higher. 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then I'm going to switch sides. I'm going to grab it and go on the other side. Again, making this right angle or this 90-degree. 2, 3. You can go behind your head also. 4. Just watch the neck alignment. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Doing a little workout with you on a Wednesday. Let's go right into kickbacks. Use your dumbbell. Use a band. I'll use bands here in just a second. Or use a kettlebell. We're using a kettlebell here. So see my alignment. This is where people do it wrong. They go like this. They're upright, and then they just start swinging the weight. This is what I see a lot of in the gym, or I see a lot of cheating doing this. So they're way far forward here, and then they go to kick back, and they haven't even completed the movement. Understand something. What is try? Try. 3, correct? 3 heads to the tricep. We did bicep work. There are 2 heads for your bicep. That's why you have to work different angles. So when you do tricep work, it's about finishing the movement and rotating to maybe get into the inside and the outside head of the tricep. So a little wisdom here for you. So what you do when you do tricep kickbacks, I would like for you, if you need to, you can put your hand on something, on a bench or a chair, or a little dog walking by, a kid, say, stay. No, I want you to do this. So flatten the back. I'm going to step off the camera a little bit. So I have one leg forward. I'm going to put my hand on my leg. I'm going to step back and see this flat back. That's what I want. And then I don't want swinging to happen. So you're going to go like this. And then you're going to kick back and you're going to go to 90 degrees, not coming back here, nor are you using the shoulder in the movement. As you lift too heavy of a weight, by the way, the shoulder will try to overpower and it will start the movement and end the movement. Start the movement like this. That's not what you want. You want it to be here, 90 degrees. I work in angles. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See the control? 9. I hope you can't even with the crazy video. 10, 11, 12. Okay, that burns. I feel that in my tricep. I'm hoping you see that and you're not have a crazy video happening. Let's go on the other side. 90 degrees. Get that elbow up. Push back. 1. Press back. 2. I said kick back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, some of you might only be able to do 1, 2, 3 pounds, whatever it is you're able to do. So if you're able to do any of that, adding resistance, fantastic. So seniors, young kids, people with injuries, people coming back from a surgery. This is how you start to get movement back. You start to have that range of motion slowly come back. I mean, think about when you come back after a shoulder surgery, right? You can barely lift from here. And you see how the body does it? It's a protection mode. The body will try to lift like this to help you, and it'll go back. Your core tries to help. It's like best friends. They always want to be there for you, right? But you say, I've got to learn this back on my own again. I got to walk the walk on my own. So you have to engage the core, and then maybe you yourself do this little lift to try to get your range of motion back. Anybody have shoulder issues coming back from a shoulder surgery? That's how you do it, by the way. This is how you slowly come back from shoulder surgery. You help it along until it's able to get to here. But maybe you start and you only have a quarter raise, half raise, 3/4 of a raise, then all the way. And I'm trying. So my goal is, right, to try to get to here, to that shoulder height. But it's not going to happen when you have an injury. It's not going to happen when you're coming back from surgery right away. This is a little 1 pound weight that's giving me the beginning of resistance. And then guess what happens, folks? 1 pound becomes 2, 3, 20 at some point, because you're working and you're working. You're not giving up on yourself, and others aren't giving up on you. So you have an accountability. Crazy, which is unfortunate, especially when we're trying to do more of a visual. Oh, I think you just lost me. I had stem cell instead of surgery and worked beautifully. Oh, I saw that flash. Okay. Good morning, Stephanie. Don't have a kettlebell, but can improvise. One of my favorite colors, orange, and it brightens a stormy day, but I love rain too. Monica, that's part of what I want to discuss with you. Whoa, I am so lost. What? Okay, don't know what that means, but okay. Anyway, so it is 7:38. So I'm actually going on longer than I thought I was going to be able to, because I thought we were going to lose each other. But see, just like Reed and I talked about yesterday in the studio, there are, if you're faith-based, there's motions where you can feel God. There's motions where Satan tries to come in and steal your thunder and tries to work on those of us that are trying to give away positivity, those of us that are trying to change the world. But he can do whatever he wants to try to do, because I'm always going to be right over here where God says, keep going, Monica, keep going. Don't give up. They can hear you. They can see you, even if it's like through the video. But guess what? We're still together and we're still changing lives, and you can still share this. I wish the video was better, because there's a lot of great things that can be done. Great kettlebell workout moves. All right. Well, good. I'm glad that helped you, Dana. I had stem cell instead of surgery and worked beautifully. Okay, fantastic. So let's do another tricep exercise. Grab your weight or your kettlebell. I'm going to do a dumbbell here. I'm going to grab it this way. There goes the blur again. Okay, it fixed itself. Grab the weight like this. Okay, so I'm forming a triangle, since I love working in triangles. I'm like this when I grab it, by the way, in case anybody's ever wondering what's the placement of it. When you do these over your head for your triceps, you want to grab it like this, like a Christmas tree, like triangle, whatever you want to say, and do this. Press straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to go higher. See, I can keep going. So this one I could probably go heavier. This is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, what did we talk about earlier? If something's easier for you, keep going. Why stop at 8 when you have 12? Why stop at 12 when you have 15? Get it? Or 20 in you, or 25 in you. But if you can keep going, then I want you to go up in weight. Try that. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Michelle. Try to do the window or door. Again, some of you, I wish we were able to talk live together, because some of these things I don't understand what you're asking for. Elaborate for me. Terry, you asking me to take this over to the window? I can't. Everything's set up, the equipment that would take stuff. I'm looking at my feed though, and it looks like we're back doing okay. So 7:40, we've been working out together, answering questions together. It's a Wednesday of workout Wednesday and Wisdom Wednesday. Questions about your workouts, questions about your mental state, questions about your spiritual state, about healthy eating. Anything you want to ask me, I am here for you. Take advantage of it, because you have me live. Okay, when we return, I'm going to do some back work. chest work, and leg work. That's all coming up for you before we wrap up. So don't you think that we're getting ready to stop. We have more to do in the next 20 minutes.
Warm weather, sand beaches, and boats galore. It's not Florida, it's a Lake of the Ozarks. Florida Direct Palm Trees brings tropical flair to your patios, docks, and yards. From a few feet all the way to 25 feet, there are palm trees for every property. Florida Direct also provides palm tree potting soil, palm fertilizer, large decorative pots, and a wide selection of locally grown tropical flowers and plants to add the perfect accent to your tropical paradise. Florida Direct Palm Trees, bringing paradise to your patio for 14 plus years.
Depending on if you're just signing on, it's the Real Monica Adams Show. By the way, we do this 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. We are live in the studios on Mondays and Tuesdays with really impactful guests. If you missed yesterday, my friend, longtime friend, Reed Lowe from the St. Louis Blues, the old days of the St. Louis Blues, he was on with us. Great testimony of faith and foundation of the new journey he is on. We also have had shows in the past that I'm going to be putting on our audio podcast. Jeff Kozatek, the Blueprint for Value author, on Thursday. That's going to drop on the audio podcast platforms. If you did not know that we were on that, please listen to that. So in order for us to continue on all these platforms, I need you to listen, I need you to receive, and I need you to share. Follow, share, be there for each other. Know that you're going to change lives. I'm going to put it up right now. Please share, like, follow, etc., so that we can spread this message all around the world and get an opportunity to have you all connecting all over the U.S. Spreading that positivity is very, very important. Don't just keep it here. Kathy said, great show yesterday. Thank you. What do you eat for breakfast? Okay, perfect. I have not eaten yet. And I usually say I'm not a big fan of not eating before a workout. I'm not doing anything too crazy. I mean, I guess we are at almost 200 calories. So I have this. So it's almost as if we set this up, huh? Almost as if we set this up, Barbara, but we did not. I have an apple. I have a knife to cut the apple. If I was really going to do a hard workout with you, I'd put a little peanut butter on it. I would have this maybe before my workout. I'm usually a big shake drinker. I make my own smoothie. I do my protein powder. I do half almond milk, unsweetened, and half water. I put some spinach in there if I don't have so you have some phytonutrients. I put a little peanut butter, half sunflower butter. I do that because my dog is allergic to peanuts. My one dog is. And so at the end of it, I let them lick the spoon. One gets sunflower butter, one gets peanut butter. So, of course, mom does that for the babies. And let's see, is there anything? And then sometimes I'll put a half a banana for the consistency so it's thick. Love to do that, but a half hour before I work out. That's my thing. Or I might do some eggs, egg whites. Might do a piece of toast. I might put some, again, I'm looking for healthy fats. I'm looking for good proteins. I'm looking for good carbohydrates for the fuel and for the protein synthesis to get into the muscle to help build the lean muscle tissue that I'm always looking for. So good question. Very good question. So let's see. I think Carrie said something here. Way to go, Monica. In your tests come testimonies, and in your mess comes messages. Today you are showing perseverance, pressing through physical storms, messing up. Well, it's not the Wi-Fi. I mean, that's the crazy thing is I'm on a hard line, pressing through mentally and emotionally. You are an awesome role model and example. Well, thank you, Carrie. That's very sweet of you. For all of you that missed out, we've done shoulders, we've done biceps, we've done triceps. I was mentioning earlier about making sure that you do all the heads of the tricep. So if you're doing a kickback, one way to get all of it is to start this way with your palm up. And then I want you to do a rotation so that you get all the way through all three heads. So think about that. Instead of just always doing it this way, do the flip. It's the complete rotation. Rotate, rotate back. Rotate. See what I'm seeing? See what I'm doing there? So rotating it. So palms up till palms up and then back down. So palm facing here and then the palm faces to the ceiling. Palm, flip, palm, flip. Okay, right there. Flipping and flipping. Lots of things to do for tricep. What's my favorite? Dips. I love dips. So if I had a bench right here, I would put myself on the bench and then lower down doing dip work. It's probably my favorite. Keep those shoulders back though. Keep the chest high. So as I'm going through these workouts, if there's anything that you have a question on, let me know before we wrap up. We've only got about 15 minutes left. Let me do some back work with you. Okay, I'm going to bring this down a bit. So if you don't have a bench, because the old school way was to put your knee on the bench or put your hand on the bench and then open up your stance to do a lawnmower row, okay, or a big long row. So I'm going to take my 20-pound weight. I'm going to do it where I'm acting like I have nothing around me, right? I'm going to do hand on the thigh, engage the core. I'm going to do a big long row as long as I can, and then rowing back, squeezing back here, your lat muscle. 2, 3, 4, 5. If I lean down more, I can stretch more. 6. Now I've got my forearm. 7 on my thigh. 8. 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Move to the other side, engaging the core and rowing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Great back work, great lat work. Any questions about that? Thanks for doing tags and other information, Michelle. It helps a lot. Yes, so that she can tell you from past guests what we have coming up, etc. She's a great moderator. Well, more importantly, she's a great friend. So back work. What we're trying to do here, working, this is your lat. Trying to get that. By the way, ladies, you want to look beautiful in a backless dress. Work your back. My favorite is actually more with a, let's go ahead and grab the band. Hold on a second. So, for those of you that have an ability to tie a band around something, maybe in your basement, or maybe you work out outside. I used to love bringing bands outside of the park, and we would wrap them around a tree. You could do row work around a beam in the basement. You can do pull down work if you would tie this around. So I could do it like here. Watch. You could put it through here and then pull it down and do pull down work. Would be very similar to pull up work. Okay, I'm not going to take the time to go through and do that, but if you look closely, yeah, you can see these. See these over here? Those are called TRX bands or suspension training, and that's a great way to do rowing work. You can do overhead tricep work, you can do bicep work, you can press against it and do push-up work. I love that, by the way, for advanced training for your core. I'll just show you. If I want to put this around the beam, I'm going to count 15 of these. We're going to row together. For those of you that have bands, putting it around the beam, setting back like I'm water skiing, and then rowing. This is a 40-pound band, by the way. Don't move the body like this. Just set yourself in place. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze the back. 9, 10. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So there are no excuses. Bands, dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells, light resistance for our wrists, for our ankles, doesn't matter. So that's some back work. There's a lot more to do, obviously. I'm just sprinkling it in. Back work, bicep work, shoulder work, tricep work. How about some chest work? I mentioned we could do it on here. So I'm gonna level up for you a little bit here. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the TRX. So you would do this, by the way, as just a push-up. And let me say something. For those of you that are really limited in mobility, do a push-up against a wall. That's how I do it with seniors. They stand against the wall, and I have them push against the wall, and then bring it back. Act like this is a wall here. Pushing, it's still getting the same motion. Okay, you might go, oh, that's easy. Fine, it's not easy for them, however. So shoulders, triceps, chest. So when you're doing press work, that's what's working, by the way. That's the connection points. The tricep, the shoulder, the chest all work. And when we were just doing the rows, it's the exact opposite. The back, the shoulders, the bicep in a rowing or a pulling down motion. So you right now can go if you have mobility issues, pressing against the wall. If that's easy, go to a countertop and press and do a push-up against the countertop. Then you go down to a bench. Then you go down to the floor. If you are on the floor, you can do them on your knees, that meaty part of the knee, engaging the core and making sure that you're not folding up, but letting the chest lead, going down to your chest press. Or you can do it as a like male form on your hands and your feet instead of your knees. Or you can level up. I'm going to do it on the TRX band. Watch this. So I'm going to lean forward and I'm going to press just like a push-up. So those of you that want to level up, I don't want anybody to ever left out. This is more advanced. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do 15. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Those can also be done where you take yourself lower and lower and lower. So this show is for all of you, for those of you that have to modify, and for those of you that I want to level up. Let's do your legs before we have to wrap up today. Let me go back and answer some questions because I promised you a workout and I promised you wisdom. Jeff Kozatek, yes, so Jeff's going to be on my audio podcast on Thursday. We had Moses, by the way, on the audio podcast last week, so be sure to listen to that if you missed Moses and his inspirational children's books. Carrie, thanks for doing, she said that already. Where do you get yours? Where do you get yours? You talking about bands, Carrie? What are you talking about? I struggle with lower abs. Suggestions on how to keep that toned. Let me explain something. There's no such thing as an upper and a lower ab. We have one, but this has been too many people saying that over the years. So the sheath, it's called the sheath. The sheath of the muscle attaches right here. It's your sternum point, right? And it goes all the way around. If you look at an anatomy chart and you can see the definition in your abs, it's here. It goes around. Here's your obliques, like little fingers, internal, external obliques that wrap around the back, which people feel like, oh my gosh, my back is sore. No, those are your obliques. When you do boxing, by the way, we have a boxing class Monday nights. When you do boxing or when you're doing twisting work, which is great to whittle the waist down. So it's this attachment point right here at the sternum. And if I back off the camera, I'm going to show you the sheath of the muscle goes all the way down the pubic bone. That is the entire sheath of the muscle. And guess what, folks? No matter what ab exercise you do, you're working the entire sheath of the muscle. Now, can you put a little emphasis on the lower angle of it? Yes, but we don't have lower and upper abs. Just understand that. I think that's something that a lot of people, when they talk, they don't understand the connection points of everything. So I'm going to show you, because I promised to wrap up with some ab work. We're going to do legs and abs together, actually. Love these band ideas, okay? Pressing against a wall is what I do. Very good, Carrie. You guys are talking about recipes, about artichoke dip. Okay. Monica and I are morning people. Natural high. Still like my coffee, though. Yep. Nope. I was asking Monica about, Michelle. Gotcha. Okay. Got it. And thank you. I have lymphedema on my left leg. I'm looking for a physical therapist that treats this. I do the machine. Stephanie, I want you to reach out to Adam Osterman, Austerman, with Advanced Rehab. He's got a location in Fenton. He has a location in Arnold. There is no physical therapist that I think is better than him. I've just recently sent 3 people to him last month. Adam Osterman. Tell him I sent you. He will take care of you. Okay? And thanks for explaining the abs. I will use that. You bet. Okay, let me do a little legs here real quick. And abs. So legs. For those of you that go to a gym, you probably have seen this apparatus. So this is called a trap bar, one of my favorites for leg work. So I'm not going to put any weight on it because you could do it without any weights, but I would level up. So I'd be putting 45, maybe 245 pounds, because I want you to get stronger and stronger and stronger, and you're going to be amazed at what you can do. But this is called a trap bar. So we can get fancy in the gym and do this and have heavy weights on it, drop down, whoa, lifting heavy, pushing through, getting the glutes to be shaped just like you want, your legs, your quads, your your hamstrings. Okay, but a lot of people are like, okay, great, well, I don't have that. You're right. Most people, and you do what I call a suitcase squat. Same exercise, grabbing it just like I was grabbing the handles of that trap bar, bringing my feet shoulder width apart, dropping down the same way. See, it looks identical, right? So you don't have to have fancy equipment. I have a bunch here. Jim loves the trap bar. Pushing through my heels, I'm going to do 6 more. Look at my back and my shoulders and my chest. See how everything is upright? That's key. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Out of breath, right? Out of breath. Just keep moving. Now, what can you do for the abs? Swimming, Barbara says, is great for abs. Well, swimming's great for the body, period, because it's easy on the joints, right? So anybody that's looking for cardio work and some lean resistance training, swimming is great for that. Agreed. Thanks for explaining. You got it. So my final break, and then we're going to wrap up with my absolute favorite thing to work in my life. I've always had an incredible core because I used to play goalie in soccer. And so what does that mean? I've always had good abs. That started
Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment or online envitahealthandwellness.com.
All right, we actually were able to be on with you for almost exactly an hour, which is absolutely incredible with the storm. So thank you for weathering the storm with me. Thank you for receiving the message. I hope you got some great ideas today, even through the craziness of some of the video. Hopefully you heard the message. So for Linda and for everyone else that is wanting to work your abdominal wall, I just did this. I just went and grabbed this little plyo box I have. But you can have any, like whatever you want, a bench, a chair, something that's sturdy though, please, something that's sturdy. Put your hands on the back of it, lift the legs up. You don't want to have too much tightness in your hip flexors. You're going to squeeze in and out. 2, 3, see, it's moving parts. If I'm lying down on the floor, I call this an accordion crunch. But then I would have them put their hands possibly behind them. Let's act like I'm laying on the floor right now. And then they come together like this. Like this. Understand me, have strong back, strong core muscles. So if you don't, use the hands. Let that help you with a little assistance as you go through this. Squeeze together. Maybe slow your pacing down. Okay, so there's a lot of things with regards to how we do the exercises. One more, and then we're going to wrap up. I like these as well. Again, it's all about having to lift from down below to emphasize the lower wall. So maybe I put my feet on the ground and I lift up and down and 2 and down, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, I'm doing this on a bench. You can do it on the ground. 8, 9, 10. If you can't do any of that, maybe you just guide by holding. Try this on the ground, by the way, is hard for a lot of people because the stabilization on the sits bones, they're trying to grab that in the lower abdominal wall. And then all I tell them to do is little by little try to let go. Let go. Till eventually you can let go and you can just steady and you squeeze. That right there, folks, is how you start to be able to get that going. All right, great workout. Thank you. Can you type Adam's name and place for me on the screen? I believe Michelle just did that. Yes. If you look 2 above, she wrote Adam Osterman for you. Advanced training and rehab. 2 locations. Adam Osterman, she just did that for you. Thank you for the tips. I have a 10-pound weight so far, and we're looking to getting a 40-pound band. See, Terry is leveling up. I love it. All right, everybody. So I hope that helped you today. I hope that gave you some of the tools that you were needing for a workout. Let's see what we burned here. 256 calories. 256 calories by me just teaching you and showing you some things. So we were able to get that in today. I've got the perfect stool for that. Thank you. You're welcome, Linda. You are so welcome. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. And tomorrow, we've got a really beautiful show. You don't want to miss this. This is actually an interview that I did. I sat down with a gentleman named Nicholas Murray. He started a nonprofit organization called Mind Muscle Pro. He and I align with our message of being able to take care of the mind, taking care of the spirit, taking care of the body. Trainer. He was in from Tampa, Florida. He's actually making his rounds around the US. He's all over the place, and he's finding things that people probably never thought of using for their mental health, depression. You're going to look at him and say, oh, he's got everything going for him. He's a good-looking guy. He's really well built. Why does he have anything wrong with him? Stop stereotyping, folks. You never know what's going on inside of somebody. It doesn't matter how they look. What matters is that they find kindness in a human being, and then that saves people's lives, because he actually talked about how he had considered taking his life. I've seen this and I hear this a lot with people, because people are lost and they don't feel like they have any hope. Thank God, literally, thank God for saving his life, and now the work that he's giving back. Oh, I just got chills. You do not want to miss tomorrow's show. That'll be premiering for you right at 7 a.m. Muscle Pro. We've got some beautiful shows coming up with Ashley Wick. Ashley is with UMass, University of Massachusetts. She is the very first female football coach, and she's from Hillsborough, Missouri. I'm so not football coach, sorry, on the football recruitment, etc. On the football. And she's at UMass, but from Hillsborough. Season. We also have Doc Krotzer from Florissant, Missouri. Doc in Hollywood, working on a lot of things, including he used to work on Glee, Eat, Pray, Love, the book club too. He did this documentary with Back to the Future, which is he's a big fan of that show, that movie. And then the latest movie that we talked about with him, he is working on the remake of Roadhouse. This time it's with Jake Gyllenhaal. We also talked about Shotgun Wedding with J-Lo. Just a lot of things. So that's being edited up, and I'm thinking that the team will have that ready for you on Friday. And then I return with live shows on Monday. You do not want to miss. What an inspirational story of this woman who was a big athlete, jogger. Her life drastically changed when she was hit by a car that threw her. And she is lucky to be alive. She truly is a miracle walking. She's on Monday. Kelly and Gordon Montgomery on Tuesday. We'll talk about finding love as an adult later on in life, your true soulmate. We'll talk about the loss of a parent and how to overcome that. We'll talk about working together as husband and wife and literally doing every job together, multiple jobs, multiple hats that they wear, as well as a brand new children's book that Kelly just launched called Oh Olive. We have Billy Bush and his new book about the Anheuser-Busch family and his perfume line, Beatrice. We're going to be talking with him very soon. Katie Collier with Katie's Pizza and Pasta. See, I'm very, very busy booking these shows, getting everything ready for you for impactful days like this with me and you, and then great guest that will be coming up in the very near future. All right, everybody, thank you. They said that was great. Well, I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you. You never know what's going on inside. I've been there. Yes, Carrie. All right, everybody. Thank you again. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thank you for being my workout partner today. Love it. Have a great day. You as well, Linda. Everyone. And don't forget, share this. Pass it around the world so that people can work out with us together, receive the message together, and as always, change lives together. Go out and have a beautiful day, even though it's raining. As you can see here, you can't hear it anymore. That means there's always calmness in life after the storms. Go out and have a beautiful day. And remember, be kind.